Good evening everyone and welcome back to another Australian build. I was hoping to have a whipsnade video ready for you guys this week, but unfortunately the stuff that I was planning to do has taken me a little bit longer than I expected, so it's not really finished. So I didn't want to put out a half finished build, so I thought I would come into this one and show off one of the more recent creations that I've been doing in my Australian little zoo here. So if you've seen the previous couple of showcases that I've done, we've looked at the koalas down here and we've done the dingoes here. So this time we're going to have a look at this area over here, this side of the zoo. So we've done the kangaroos and we've also done an implied aviary. So if we start with the kangaroos, so we've got Kangaroo Plains, so that's what I've called it. I decided not to go for the alliteration this time and just go simply for some more descriptive words. So this is, of course there's a bit of grass there that I've not realised, but I'll sort that out after. So this links down to the dingoes, so it's the opposite side of the raised pathway that we've got for the dingoes. So we come up here, dingoes on that side, and then this side is the kangaroos. So we have got the main kind of feature for this this enclosure here is this walkway. So the actual enclosure itself's relatively kind of plain, but I wanted to do this kind of walkway with a big tree in the middle because I thought that would look quite nice. So we've got a big old tree in the middle there and the path going all the way around, so you get kind of, you're surrounded by kangaroos. Let me actually play and you might see some hopping around. So yeah, I wanted to keep it like fairly basic. A few patches again like of some more planted areas. I did a few trees dotted about but not tons of them, and then some sort of scrubby bushy kind of plants dotted around. Not really many rocks or anything, I don't think I've put any in here really. And then just a mixture of some longer grass and then quite a few pathways and things in between, to kind of mimic the fact that there's in theory quite a few of them in here and all hopping around. They have worn down the grass quite a bit in some areas, and then some are more patchy areas that are left more grassy. So yeah, you can see as we go around a few trees, and then I've tried to go for this sort of style of planting. We've got quite a lot of the ferns and things on the ground, where there's kind of more shaded parts and things like that. And then I made this little shelter. So we have got the house, which you'll see, you kind of got a glimpse of a minute ago, but I decided to make a little outdoor shelter as well. So this is a fairly simple shelter, just made with some planks and things like that, corrugated roof. But yeah, just a fairly simple little shelter, but I decided to add the enrichment item on the other side of this to make it a bit more of a feature. So we've got the little hanging browse feeder type thing on that side, coming off the main support beam there. So yeah, we'll carry on round. So again, more of the same, some trees, some plants, and then back round here. So I've made all that a kind of retaining wall. I did that in the last one, and blended it into the path itself, and then you can kind of see underneath just a little bit of planting again, a kind of dip so that they can definitely get under there. And then we've got a couple of little pools of water, one over there I think, a couple of fighting, that's not good. Yeah, a little pool here, and then that little one underneath the bridge there, or the walkway. So yes, that is the main part of the enclosure and the main part of this this build. And then we continue down this way, and we can actually see the house. So this is the little house. So, oh, that's good. I couldn't remember if they could actually get in there or not, but one of them's just gone in there, so that's good. So again, using the same corrugated style, but I may possibly change the colour because one of the other builds that I've done might suit this colour a bit better. But for now, same corrugated metal wall panels, and then just some fake doors on the front there that are sort of propped open so the kangaroos can get in there. Some bedding and stuff, fairly plain inside. I haven't gone overboard inside. I've just done a very basic indoor area because it's not really a main feature of this building, unlike the koalas was, that needed a detailed inside area. We've then got this little service yard area here, or a little concrete pad, some little custom gates and fancy parts there, and that's the entrance to the habitat. Again, detailing with like gutters and stuff, but not a huge amount really on the walls. And then this side here is the aviary. So I was inspired by some workshop items to do some aviary, some implied aviaries. So I'm sure many of you will recognise the animals that are in here from the workshop. So this is the little umbrella cockatoo or sulphur crested cockatoo implied aviary. So we've got a couple of them in here. These are made by Drac on the workshop, and I'll pop a link in down below if you haven't seen them already, but I know they're very popular, so I'm sure many of you all have seen them already. So yeah, I decided to pop them in here and make a little aviary for them because I think it just kind of mixes it up a little bit. It adds that little extra bit of realism, having different types of animals and different sizes of enclosures dotted around, rather than just loads of big enclosures all crammed in together and taking up all the room. So it's nice to have like little bits of just little bits of planting and stuff around. Put the little mural piece on there as well to add a bit of colour, and then yeah, just have a small little enclosure that would just add a little bit of diversity to the build. So I've got a few more of these planned, so you'll see them coming up in other showcase episodes. I'll probably tag them onto other ones because they are except one of them that I'm quite happy with. One of them is quite big and it can probably be its own episode, but yeah, I'll probably tag them on. Just nice little extra bits. So we've got a bit of planting in here, not tons of planting, but a bit. So we've got a few natural trees dotted in here, and then we've got one of the dead ones, and then a few of the branches and dead trees in here too as extra perching. I've hung up a few of these African bead little pieces. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but just a few of these around as if they're kind of toys, little enrichment items for the animals. And we've got the actual enrichment mobile thing there. And then we've got over here the hanging basket type thing, African hanging basket I think, just as if it's like feed trays, suspended kind of feed trays. Water bowl, and then I've popped the little spiked feeder thing in, and I just made this random little structure here for them to climb on as well, made of bamboo pieces, a little bit of rock work, and some low level planting as well, and some around the edges to kind of blend it all in a bit. I decided to use this little fencing as well inside. I'm not really sure why, I just thought it kind of worked well. It kind of blocked off this, so this area is all kind of rocky, and then the rest of it's kind of sandy, dirty. And the back wall here, we've got obviously keeper access there, and I'll just put these trellis pieces in as an extra little bit of design to make that back wall a bit more interesting. We've got a few perching branches and some little hatch doors into the building, so in theory, again I haven't done it, but this could be the inside portion of the the actual aviary, and then we have incorporated a staff room in here as well, just because I needed somewhere for them to be, so I've popped one in. And the building was tall enough as well, because that was what I wanted. So in terms of the roof, I decided to properly net it using the bead ropes, because I thought it would look a bit better. So I've kind of got this 3-tiered roof. It wasn't too hard because it's a very natural sort of not natural, opposite of natural is very square, so it made it quite easy to replicate it all and make it all quite neat and nice. And I've used these African pieces, which I don't think specifically African, I quite like using them in different things, to kind of frame it, because they have that little bit of design on them as well. So yeah, that is the little Cockatoo Aviary. I'll still probably, I'm undecided exactly where I'm going to go with all this stuff. So obviously I've been building Australian stuff here, but I potentially, I'm thinking about maybe trying to make this an actual zoo, like a full zoo, because I've quite enjoyed doing these builds, and yeah, there's potential that because I've also been doing this build over here on Twitch, which you can kind of go and see me carry on building. So that is my buffalo enclosure and aviary part, which I will showcase at some point when it's finished. But because I've been building that, I thought, you know, there's potential there for me to actually like link all this up and make a full zoo, because I've not really made my own zoo. This is all the first time I've really made a lot of my own stuff. So yeah, there's potential there for me to expand this into not just a fully Australian zoo, but to make a full zoo. So yes, that is my Cockatoo Aviary and my koala Kangaroo Plains enclosure, and the building there. So I've got a couple more that I've started but not quite finished, but I'll showcase them at some point. And I've got a couple more ideas for other little bits that I'm going to be doing in here too. And yeah, hopefully next week I'll be able to do my Whipsnade recreation, the next one in that series. And I've also now got a choice from my Discord members for the next Planet Zookeeper episode, which will be on terrain, painting and elevation. So that will be the next Planet Zookeeper episode. So yeah, next week Whipsnade, and then possibly the week after I will do Planet Zookeeper, if not maybe the week after that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to join the Discord, the link will be down in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already. I will post some cinematic shots as well after this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.